Hey everybody, welcome back to Prepper Junkie. Today I'm going to go over with you what I feel is my ultimate survival tool in the shit hits the fan situation. I've kind of done a video on this before, my top 5 guns for shit hits the fan. This is kind of a follow-up. I have changed out my gun to, this is probably, if I had to grab one and go, it's probably going to be this one. So yeah, before we start, I'm going to go over this gun. Now this setup is stupidly expensive, and I'm not saying you have to spend this kind of money to have the ultimate shit hits the fan gun. I'm not saying that whatsoever. Whatever gun you have is going to be okay, right? This for me though is my go-to and I'll show you the following reasons why. So yeah, let's get started. All right, folks, I bought this gun earlier this year. This is a Knights Armament SR15, regarded as one of the best AR-15s ever made, or currently in production. It is an absolutely phenomenal gun. I've done a review on this before. Please check it out if you haven't. Fantastic gun. So my current setup for this is, we'll start at the back here. Actually, we'll just start with the sling. This is a Blue Force sling here. I really like this. It doesn't have any bulky clips on it. It's very easy to adjust. I really do like this sling a lot. It has 2 QD mounts, one at the front, one at the back, or vice versa. So I do like these slings a lot. I actually run these in all of, pretty much, no, actually every sling I have on a gun runs a Blue Force. I really do like these slings. My buttstock here, again, any AR-15 that I have, I run this buttstock on it. This is the B5 SOP mod enhanced. It has the little caps here for like your batteries and things like that. It has a nice cheek weld on here, like a larger cheek weld. So it's very comfortable for me. I really do like these stocks a lot. Again, it has the QD sling mounts, has regular sling. And at the back here, it's really helpful with those battery tubes, you know, because my flashlights, you know, the batteries don't last forever in here. So obviously if I have 2 in here and 2 in here, I can change out the batteries on this light twice over. So that's really helpful to have in there, just a nice little storage compartment. Moving up to the back here, I run a Geissele supercharging handle, ambidextrous. I really like this for multiple reasons. I do like the extension it gives you because they sit out a little further, so you can get a really nice purchase. If you're wearing gloves or anything like that, you can get a nice grip on there. But I do like these because I found them to be one of the better charging handles when I run this suppressed, and I do run this suppressed. It helps some of that gas blowback mitigation. So it's not perfect by any means, but I do notice a difference between this and some other ones that I have reviewed. So I really do like that charging handle. Favorite charging handle, again, I typically run things very similar on each gun. So if I have it on one, it's typically on the other. So these charging handles, they're the Geissele supercharging handles. I'm a huge fan. Now, I did change the grip out on here. I do have a Magpul rubber overmold grip. This is the K2 Plus grip. Here in the storage compartment, I have the batteries for my Night Force LPVO. I keep them in there. I have about 4 different batteries in there. The 2032 batteries. I keep them in there as spares. And so again, these little storage compartments, they do serve a purpose for me. As I say, I'm keeping spares in there. So if I need something, I do have it on me. So yeah, so moving up, obviously I keep the night sights on here. Excuse me, I keep the iron sights on here. These are excellent iron sights. Knights did a really good job with these iron sights. I have no intentions of taking them off. Now people always say, you know, you'll have the people who say, oh, just run iron sights if it shit hits the fan. Okay, I like nights. The iron sights definitely serve a purpose, but why? For me, I put myself at a disadvantage when I can use something like an LPVO or a red dot, where for me, I'm getting quicker target acquisition and things like that. And the problem, and I get what people are saying, use irons. Yes, you can have issues with your optics. Red dots, you know, batteries might die or it might break, you know, especially with the red dot, there's no edge reticle. So if that red dot goes down, you know, you can have to pull that off and use your irons. But again, I'm going to take every advantage that I can. And if a red dot gives me an advantage or an LPVO gives me an advantage, I'm going to use them. I mean, if I have to fall back on my irons, great, they're on here, but I'm going to take every advantage that I can in any situation. So that brings me to my optic. So this is a Night Force NX8 1-in-8 first focal plane. It's really small, really compact. Again, I have a review of this out there if you want to check it out. It's really small, compact, and lightweight for an LPVO. Night Force is known for being pretty indestructible, really good quality. The nice thing about this is I love the reticle on it. At 1x, if my battery dies, I still have a very usable etch reticle that draws my eye. A lot of LPVOs, I don't like the reticles because on 1x, I feel if my battery dies, it's not drawing my eye in. So when I pull it up, to shoot, it doesn't really draw my eye in. And with the reticle in this, I feel like it really does do that. And this is why I have well, for one of the reasons I have the NX8. I do really like the reticle. Then if I want to zoom out to 8x to reach out and make some friends, I can do that. So I have the best of both worlds on here. Again, I did say it is illuminated reticle, so you know, I do have a reticle if I illuminated reticle if I need it, and I found to be pretty. I feel like I'm pretty quick with the red dot on. It's very, very bright red dot, and so yeah, so I really like this optic a lot, and that's why it's on here, because if the battery goes down, I can still use the edge reticle. If I want to zoom out to 8x and, as I say, see what's going on, if I'm doing positive identification, I can do that, or if I'm reaching out for a target, if I need to shoot something at distance, I have some magnification that I can do that. The mount here, I have a Geissele mount. Geissele makes some awesome solid mounts. The only downside to this particular mount from Geissele, it's not QD, so if for some reason this does go down somehow or breaks for some reason, I mean, it could happen. I don't have a really quick way to detach this this mount to take this off. So, but I really like Geissele. The other mount I was considering is the ScalaWorks Leap mount. They do have the non-tooled, it's not QD, but it's non-tool mount to take off. You can turn those little dials to take it off, which makes a lot of sense. But the current setup I have is with the Geissele. Moving up, so we have a Surefire switch on the end here, and it's attached. So at the front here, I have a Surefire dual fuel 600, gives me plenty of illumination. I really like Surefire lights. I've had zero issues with them. They've been great to run so far. And in the front of there, I do have a dead air brake on here, which I can suppress this rifle if I want. Now with 5.56, even suppressing it, it's still kind of loud anyway. It's not like 300 blackout or something like that. But if I want some extra flash suppression, or just to take some of those decibels down, I can put my suppressor on there if I need it. And I have a vertical foregrip here, which I really like to pull into my shoulder, like so. It didn't change the trigger. This still has the Knights Armament trigger on here. It's a two-stage. I like two-stage a little more. Two-stage for me when I'm doing, you know, there's single stage and two-stage. Two-stage triggers for me are better they're better for me for, I would say, for shit hits the fan, when especially if I'm doing like a long distance shot. You know, I want to know, you know, where that brake is. You know, I've got a little bit of take up, I'm at the wall, I know exactly where I am on the trigger, and then when I pull it. So for me, it just makes a little more sense to have a two-stage. I really like single stage triggers too. I do run single stage triggers on a lot of my guns, but I feel like personally, for me, in a shit hits the fan situation, I would prefer a two-stage, especially if I'm reaching out to make friends. I want a little more control. So I do like my two-stage trigger. So anyway, so yeah, so again, guys, like, this is a very expensive setup, as I said at the start, and I'm not saying by any means you need to spend this kind of money to create a shit hits the fan rifle, but I'm just saying this is what I currently have for my shit hits the fan. I don't foresee me changing this out. Like, and when I made my original video, I kind of knew I might be trying to get hold of a Knights, but here we are. Freaking love this setup. Love this gun. The total cost for this gun, I mean, it's going to be, if I have to price this out, it's kind of embarrassing. But I'll tell you anyway, because I guess you're going to be curious. If you can get a Knights from a reputable dealer that you're not buying, maybe say Gunbroker, where somebody's trying to make money off of them, you can pick them up. If you can pick them up, I should say, you can get them for about $2,500. But typically, to buy these, you just can't find them in stock, right? So typically a lot of people will go to Gunbroker to buy them. They're going to cost you about $3,600, $3,700 for this AR-15. A lot of people are going to say it's not worth it. That's your opinion, and I respect that. For me, this is my ultimate AR-15. I think for me, it is worth the money. Now, I didn't pay $3,500. I did pay $2,500 for it, because I managed to snag one a long time ago after waiting about a year on a wait list. So it's a phenomenal AR-15. So yeah, so you're going to talk about $2,500 for the gun. The combo up here is going to set you back about $2,000. The mount's about $300, and depending where you buy the optic now, sometimes you can buy a demo version for your optic for about $1,600. If not, you're looking at $1,750. So again, this is about a $2,000 setup just for your optic. Your buttstock's going to cost you under $100. Sling is going to cost you about $60. Dead air flash hider is about $100. The dual fuel is about $250, I think. The switch is about 75. The grip here is like 25 bucks, and your Magpul grip here is about 25 bucks also. Oh, and charging handle is about 90 to 100. So that gives you an idea on the cost of this. Again, I'm not saying you need to spend this kind of money. You know, the biggest thing is training. You see this on like Garand Thumb. He drills this in it every video that, you know, it doesn't matter what gear you have unless you train. It really doesn't matter, and I 100% agree with him. So yes, I have this setup. Yes, it was expensive, but I do train with it a lot. So if you have a setup that's, you know, $1,000, $1,500, that's great. I mean, you know, as long as you train with that gun and you know you're used to it, it will serve you well. So get training, shoot ammo. Maybe not at the moment because it's so expensive, but yeah, practice with your firearms. This is my ultimate shit hits the fan AR-15. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it greatly helps me out, and I really, really appreciate it. And that's it. Until next time, I'll catch you later.